Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about going no contact with dysfunctional, toxic family members. And I'm doing my videos this way because there are probably children down at the park where I sometimes go, or the other one too. At this time, they're probably out there playing, and I don't put other people's kids in my videos. So, but anyway, I want to do talk about this with going no contact. Now, I've done this. I mean, it doesn't have to be your family. It could just be people that you grew up with, or even the town. You left the town because you didn't like it, or the area, and you just go no contact with. In some way, just go no contact. You leave. You don't, or the people, you don't allow them back in your life because it was just far too toxic for you. Okay. Now, some people do this. I remember back when I was a student at college and university, when I was a graduate student, I took some counseling courses, and one of them was about substance abuse counseling. And one of the things that was suggested to some, not all, one size does not fit all, and that's between that person and their counselor or therapist. But some people were actually told to do just that. Just not only go no contact with their family, if that was where they had trouble with their family, and that was one of the reasons they used whatever substances was, and they feared going back. It was suggested that they leave, and that could be like I said, the community, the neighborhood community, the town, whatever, that would trigger them to want to use that substance. And I know I've heard people say that, like, going no contact with certain people, being in a relationship with them, like a marriage or something, or just having them in your life as a friend, family, whatever, can be very addictive. Like if you're in a relationship with a man, you're a woman or whomever, and you're in a relationship with a man, and say that person's pretty bad, that person knows how to, a lot of people just call it narcissistic, knows how to, is kind of abusive, but knows how to draw you back in, plays games. I'm just going to sum it all up as mind games. There's a lot of different ways I could put it. That it becomes an addiction, and they know how to do that. And for some people, they have to move far away, totally no contact, don't allow them on any of their social media, to block them on everything. Don't. If they have to just totally leave that social media because they find somebody, like a friend of theirs or somebody they know, to track you down and cause problems for you. Some people are, it's suggested, but like I said, that's between that person, you, whomever. I'm not really talking, when I say you, I don't really mean you, but that's between them and their counselor therapist. And, but anyway, yeah, some of them do just have to go totally no contact, like some with families that have dysfunctional families. They might really get along with one or two of them, and I know that it's really, really tough to, go away from the people that you say you grew up with, those family members, lived in the same household even, and to have to go no contact with them. And there's one of them, it could be your grandmother, your grandfather, whatever, your sibling, your parent. But that parent or sibling or whomever, they will tell you things that are going on, and that will just trigger you. Now, that doesn't happen to everybody, so none of this is everybody. So some people have a really hard time because you might have one sister that you're really close to, but she won't, she gets frustrated. She tells you what's going on, and that is ruining your your recovery, I guess I should say, from, after leaving them. It's tough. I mean, that, again, is between you and your counselor, whomever, therapist. But yeah, there's a lot to doing that, and then it could go on for years. Things, You know, things can trigger you. Like you see a child that looks like one of your siblings when you were growing up. That could trigger you. You know, some child's toy, something, like on TV, anything, really. There's no way anybody could cover all the triggers that a person could have, really. I mean, when I was growing up, there was a guy I knew that smoked a certain type of cigarette, and I don't even know if they make them, but I saw one of them on a video the other day, so they must. But just the smell of it would remind me of that, of him. Just walking by and smelling it like somebody was smoking or something. Yeah, so many things can trigger a person. I'm not here to give anybody any kind of counseling advice or anything along that line. If a person online says that they have the one answer for you for this kind of situation, I would be worried. I would be very concerned because, for one thing, when you go no contact with people, it can be a very dangerous time. And it would be really good for many, if they discussed it with their counselor or therapist, and for the steps to take and how to work it, and have somebody who knows and all whatever it is that they can tell you. But yeah, there's a lot to that, to just saying goodbye. Okay, I've had enough. I can't handle all the chaos, all the, somebody trying to cause me problems here, there. Sometimes they're competitive. Sometimes they're having, two siblings are having arguments with one another, and they're trying to triangulate you, bring you in. One wants you on their side, the other one wants you on their side, and then next thing you know, you're the bad person, and they've made up. This kind of thing. And then some. Okay, they might take all their problems out on you. They might steal every idea, everything about your persona, all of that. They can steal it from you, and make it as though it's their own. They can taunt you and tease you, even when you're an adult. Okay, I'm not talking about just childhood. Even when you're an adult, they can steal from you. They may try to steal your friends, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, your spouse. Even they might try to turn your own children against you, or your spouse, your significant other, or others against you. And then when it comes to inheritance, they might try some way to get you out of it. The inheritance, they'll go behind your back. I said I could go on. They'll go behind your back doing the smear campaign. So whenever, like your old town that you grew up with, and when you go there to visit, say your parents are still living there, and you go to visit them, people look at you funny, because they've done the smear campaign on you behind your back. You don't have any clue because you didn't do any of that. I could go on, really. But that's up to each person to make that decision and what they do with their lives. Nobody pays the consequences but you for your own actions and inactions. So, but yeah, I think that's enough for this video for now, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I have more. I have done videos on this off and on for years now, and I think there's always something to cover. The more that time goes by, you see a lot more. And like I said, it doesn't have to be just your family or even your family. It can be many other types of relationships, like I said earlier. All right, going to wrap it up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.